Alrighty, so here is my UI file. If the user enters in a 1, then it writes to the PRNG text file the string run, and then in the PRNG service over here, we read the PRNG text file, and if it says run, then we generate a random number and we write that random number to the PRNG text file. Back at the UI service, we read the random number from the PRNG text and we store it in this variable here. Then the UI opens the image service text file, and we write that number to the image service text file, which is right here. In the image service, we read the number that we had put in the image service text file, and if that string can be modified into an integer, then we know that a number was passed into the text file. And we take that number and we open the image service text file and we write to it the path to an image that goes into this image service text file. Again, back at the UI service, then we read in the path from the image service text and we display the corresponding photo, which will be random. And so we have 3 different terminals here, and from each one I can independently run each one of these services. So we'll say Python 3 prng.py, and that'll run the PRNG service independent of the other 2. So now it's running, it's going through the loop. We open a separate terminal and we can run the image service, again, independent of the other 2 services. And press enter, and now the image service loop is running. And then finally, in a third terminal, we can run the UI service, which will actually get things into motion. And we press enter. And so it'll say enter 1 if you would like to generate a mountain, enter 2 to exit. And so we should expect that when I enter 1, it'll say run here in the text file, and then eventually the PRNG service will make it into a number, and then the UI will then put that number into the image service text as it does, and eventually it spits out a mountain. And then we can close this, go back to the UI service, and again it asks me again, enter 1 to generate a mountain or 2 to exit. So let's say 1 again. And again it says run here, and then this is the path to the image for the last one. And now it says 1 here, which again the UI will then change that one to a 1. It went too fast for me to show you, but then here is the newest photo. We'll try it one more time. Exit this, and we'll say 1, run, it says, and it turns that into a 2, and then it turns that into a 2 from the UI service, and it generates another photo. And that's my project. Thank you.